Yeah, as we get into it, let's make sure we drop a double kill on that dislike button. And
Good day
maybe
to
a
you.
penta
Care to look
on
over
that
my
leg.
wares?
That'd be
Mostly
nice.
stolen, but who's telling ye? Be a brave knight or depraved
probably gonna
slave,
pick up-
the demons will snatch your soul, then you'll go mad. And those who
maybe
dare
later.
cling to their humanity are hunted down.
Maybe not.
It is the end of great Boletaria as we know it. But hell, at least the demons don't send us to our deaths in battle.
Now the reason I'm doing this is because until we reach the boss, we won't be able to actually put our souls to use. And, you know, I had a little bit of a close call, and as we're getting into the series, I don't want to start off with some really unfortunate setbacks in these early stages.
Go ahead, take your time. I'm not good. Hello.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
Looks like we might have a better setup here, dual wielding. We'll see how this works out. Yep. Don't want to mess with those. So, we're going to clear that area out, but let's not drop down there first. There's going to be a better way to, as we're getting ambushed here, there's going to be a better way to navigate through there and eventually meet our good friend in the golden plated armor. Now, maybe it would be smart to take those archers out, but they won't be able to see us here in a few moments once we get past this little area. You can clear out this rubble, and that'll happen. That's because I'm not dual wielding. Okay, I need to... There we go. We were just tickling him. Yeah, fortunately don't have all that much strength yet. Not sure if we'll spec that out until just a little bit later. Okay, these guys, you don't want to mess around with them because they're going to quickly drain your health. But what they have in offense, they lack in a shield and being able to block and defend. So they're also pretty easy to spam. But, you know, that works too. If you have a weapon, oh my gosh, that is not hindered by your strength in single-handed mode. What would have been better there is to parry, swap to dual wield and get a pop in. Maybe even potentially finish him off. So that's a tip if you're kind of getting into the series, or the game I should say. That's how that first parry should have played out. Now, is there a... Okay. Oh. I think that's what was kind of on the back of my mind. I felt someone coming up. That's not a great place to explore. So let's play that a little smarter. Now, I started to touch on the world tendency, and we'll get into that more as we kind of have those events pop up, but just to clarify, as far as the world's becoming white or black, as the worlds become more black, generally enemies are going to become tougher, but they are going to also reward you with better drops and more souls. They're going to be harder to kill, and they're also going to maybe surprise you with the amount of damage that they're able to put out as well. And then you might also, in a pure black world, encounter some black phantoms, which are actually red in appearance, but they're black phantoms. And as you go towards a pure white, kind of the opposite happens. Enemies will be easier, they will be less rewarding, and also reward less soul. But you know, you might have a better chance running through an area if you need to get through quickly in a pure white world tendency. Anyway, it's a bit of a complicated system, but we'll get a little bit more in depth as we encounter it more personally. There's going to be a little bit of a trap here. Clear that out.
Please.
Okay, so
help
now
me.
We can meet.
I am trapped, surrounded by dreglings.
Our good friend Australia. One fireball. Second fireball. Kill him. Oh. Yeah, don't underestimate. Oh, nice. Don't underestimate this area because fire, crowded, tight quarters, a large amount of small, fast enemies.
My thanks for your brave rescue.
That's like classic
I am
Souls.
Ostrava of Boletaria. Accept this as a token of my gratitude.
Now we kind of got to babysit this guy a little bit, but I fortunately took out the majority of the area for him already. That will be a nice little weapon to use. This might be able to replace the Mailbreaker for now. Yeah, he's going to patrol this area. Now, if you haven't cleared this
Now
and
I
you've
must
released
go.
him, or you...
There is something for me to take care of.
Okay, take care of business.
No matter how far I venture,
If you...
only the soul-starved remain. Is there a single sane person left in Boletaria? No matter how far
I'm not
is there
sure. But yeah, if you drop down back, as we just went through the first fog wall,
no matter
in this
how far
kind of
is there
area, you'll find that there's a certain way you can roll off the ledge and kind of get to the platform that he's on. Oh, we're gonna circle back and do that because I think I end up missing it here unless I go all the way back, but I don't feel like doing that at the moment. Yeah, so we'll come back for that. Just be aware that you can't drop down, pick that up, and that gives you a ring. But then you'll also have to fight your way through these enemies with Ostrava. You don't want to risk necessarily having him be killed, because that will unfortunately end his quest line. Ooh. No mercy. Yeah, don't... Wow, look where he landed. I would not rush to spam attacks on ledges like that. That will quickly lead to your demise. Oh! Huh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, apparently there's a certain way to hit that, and that was not it, so... Also, if you ever trek through this area backwards, which will be possible later or soon, you're actually gonna find almost, well, yeah, it's gonna be impossible to go through that way without triggering that set of rolling boulders, and that will more than likely kill you at the early stages of this game. We're gonna find some dragons right here, but I'm gonna reserve a little bit more patience before I run in there to try and pick up some of that loot and treasure. There is something good there that we're gonna want for a little bit later in one of the upcoming worlds, but we can hold off on it for now and avoid any unnecessary death. Look at that arrow stuck in that invisible wall. I want the dragon to breathe fire, but... Oh, and we also have a few opportunities to take the dragon out, which will come up in a few episodes, more than likely. Okay, that's the sound you want to listen for, because at that point the dragon will attack. Okay. He's making another round. If you do want to get at least a couple things, you could do kind of this little run down this ledge, and if the dragons, so you can kind of teeter-totter the dragon between this area and the other area. Yeah, because see, when he's there, he'll toast you up pretty quick. Okay, get across this bridge. At this point, my only objective is to cross the bridge. And wait for that. Oh, there he is. Oh, that. Not pleasant. These curved swords, like the scimitar and a few others, they have some nice movesets, so it's worth considering. Although you will probably want to be more invested in dexterity. So, we've done it. we've gone ahead and boom, unlocked the first area boss. So we'll leave that dragon guy alone. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to run around the corner to access that wall. That's all that's there. Man. Wow, okay. It's a little getting really low there. Ah, is that everybody? No, one more guy. So for this upcoming boss, I would see, this is kind of one of the nicer nuances of this game. A lot of these enemies are using fire, and coincidentally, fire is a strong choice against the boss. Now see, this is a preview of what's to come with the boss, and I'll leave it at that, because we're going to see in just a minute here, as we clear to the bottom of this tower. So if I were to light my weapon on fire, either by magic or the... Oh, I'm blanking the item, but that does that. You can temporarily light your sword on fire. Is it turpentine? I'm not sure. Okay, unlock this last shortcut. And again, had I, died or something, I mean, I would have probably lost those 3,000 souls, since I spent about 2k or so. There's one thing here. Let's just go freshen up real quick. It's good general practice to... Oh, Ostrava's returned, so we completed that successfully. Let's say hello to our new friend as we cross the bridge.
At its peak, Boletaria was a grand kingdom. The king, his knights, and his subjects were modest and plain, but also steadfast and compassionate. In the distant southern kingdom, Boletaria was known as paradise on earth. But look at what has become of us now. I refuse to believe that this is what Father wished for our great land. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe that this is what Father wished for our great land. What on earth are you doing?
That he has to... Oh!
Please! You must not! I thought we were allies!
So that's what'll happen if you attack him.
I refuse to
or if you kind of
that this is what Father wished.
Do what I did right there. Yeah, we've exhausted his dialogue.
Did you? I can forge weapons.
So, what I was trying to say is that it's good to repair your equipment every so often. It's a bit of a tedious process in this game, so maybe it'll be a little bit improved in the remake. Wow, which is coming in a couple weeks here, just about. So we'll see if we can
You come back alive.
finish this series by then.
It's
That would be
simply
kind of a
great,
nice
but you're
checkpoint. Fortunately, I've kind of
No
gotten
interest, eh?
into the swing of things, into the habit of everything, and I should be. Hopefully, I'm limited by the upload speed because it takes a while to to get these 4K clips in 60 FPS up to YouTube. But yeah, I might be able to crank out maybe 1 or 2 a day. I've got a good chunk of the series recorded. I won't exactly say how far, but it's more an issue of cleaning a few episodes up and polishing things up and getting them out than it is actually recording, so things should pick up here a little bit faster. We'll see. I might have a day where I get through like 3 or 4, which would be great. And then might slow down for a bit. We'll see. It'll probably fluctuate. Anyway, let's get into our first boss. Phalanx. Basically a big, huge blob with all these armored little guys. Now I'm a little bit of a psycho. I think I'm gonna take out all these guys. A little bit of extra souls. Not that I necessarily need them. They're low amounts and you can farm in better ways, but I don't know. I just kind of like the idea of taking this guy out completely. Ooh. Be nice if I had some fire spells. So, obviously from the front, it's going to be really tricky to attack these little blobs. I'm sure there's a name for them. I'm going to call them black blobs. I'll just be quiet during certain moments. I like taking in this boss music. It's a really nice track. In a moment here, I'll use some fire bombs if I should have a few. Okay. Don't get as adventurous as I am getting, because that could very quickly lead to your demise. Now notice how I'm not actually whittling the boss. I didn't quite manage to stick him with that, but I am taking out a lot of the little attachments. Direct hit. Alright. I think we've got just about everybody. And look, we've gotten down to just this little moving blob. So, good way to start off the series. It's more of a, strategy and process. How do you approach the boss type of fight than necessarily skill based. But, Phalanx can definitely catch you off guard.
Welcome back.
So, looks like we've unlocked the rest of the game at this point.
The monumental awaits the above.
We'll level up and continue. Wow, this place is big. And
the monumental will explain the Nexus to thee.
We'll continue in the next episode.